Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Michael and I like to do motorcycle related content. Be it with my Harley Davidson, my little camper trailer here, or the teardrop trailer I'm building at the moment. Well, this was most unexpected. Beautiful spring day today. So I went out for a ride this morning, took you guys along for a 120 kilometre ride. Got back, went to download my footage. Forgot to turn the camera on, didn't I? Turned the camera on, didn't press record. I had a second camera mounted to my the bike that reflects back into me, and that doesn't have audio. So I flapped away talking for 25 minutes about absolute nothing, only to find out that I didn't record a thing. So I thought I'd just throw something down on a bit of film and have a talk about what I've been doing in here. As I mentioned to you a few weeks ago, money was a bit tight, but miraculously someone who owed me money but didn't had an empty credit card. So I went on a bit of a shopping spree with his credit card. He's owed me this money for nearly 5 years. So I had about $1,000 to spend. So I ordered my door locks, my windows, my wheels, some lighter springs I bought, and hinges for the doors. And that came to about $997. So I had a good spending spree on someone else's credit card. So most of that's arriving this week. The wheels have arrived and the springs have arrived, and I'll show you what I've been doing with those in a minute. My windows are being manufactured and they should arrive around October 2nd. It's the 12th now, so they should arrive around the 22nd. And my hinges and door locks should arrive Tuesday or Wednesday this week. So that's been good. So what I've done is this. So where my springs go, I've got some channel, because this is only 40 mil, the spring base is 50. So I've got 50 mil channel and done it. I've just tacked it in at the moment. I've got some low hydrogen welding rods coming Tuesday. So I'll be able to weld on the stub axle and these brackets, but these are just tacked in at the moment. So I've made these little brackets, which I'll weld these on, and then maybe even throw a bolt through it for the springs. I mounted my hubs and things so I could work out the distance with the negative offset. Yes, I'm fully aware it's bolted to the chassis at this stage, but I was trying to work out spring alignment and counterbalance. When the trailer was inverted the other way, I loaded up the back and worked out the balance point. For an empty trailer, the axle would go here, and that would give me about a 2.5 kilo tow drawbar weight. With the trailer fully loaded at the back, it added nearly 50 kilos. So now the axle sits just behind this drawbar here, but I've got it bolted to that so I could work out the length of the axle and bits and pieces. At the moment, a bit hard to do with one hand, the stub axle just slides in and out. So I've got a dead hole on the other side that you drill through, the faceplate that gets bolted to it, and then that's welded up. So that's my wheels that go on it. Black wheels, chrome trim, chrome centre. I've got standard nuts in there at the moment, but I've got some proper mag nuts to go on. It's a bit dusty at the moment because I live on a dirt road. But that are my Huntsman wheels. $155 each with the tyre. So I quite like those. I think they look quite nice. I'm hoping you'll be able to see those okay because it's a little bit glary. As I said, so I've got these little basic brackets to go at the back and the front of the springs. When I get my low hydrogen rods, I'll weld those on. And as I said, I'll weld them onto the chassis and I might even throw a bolt through it. As I said, because these were 50mm wide and my chassis bars are only 40. So I had a little bit of additional drawbar left over. They're 50 by 50, 3mm thick. So I cut one face off and made those out of that. But that's good. So the springs like won't fall off. They'll loose, but they won't fall off. And then when that happens, when it's all fixed, I'll unbolt this and mount it to the springs. So then I'll be able to invert it and actually have a rolling chassis. It's just so bright and glary in here at the moment. I've just closed the garage door. Also from the local bakery the other day, I scored this little unit. It's a little rack they used to put the pie tins on. So what I'm going to do is get a piece of 3/4 inch steel or a welding table top and put it on, so then I can have a portable welding table. Nothing's flat in my shed. The floor's not level. My bench has got a bow in it, so everything's been a pain in the ass trying to get everything organised for that. And this is great at the moment because I can move the trolley around, trailer around really super easy, and I'm loving it already just the way it is. So that was a good score the other day. Thanks, Rod and Kel. So I'm not going to drag this out too long. I just wanted to show you what I've been up to. As I said, the wheels have arrived, the new springs have arrived. These springs are only 300 kilo each, so it's a 600 kilo combined weight compared to the 1,000 kilo / 2,000 kilo other springs I had. Even taking off a numerous number of leaves, it still couldn't get the flex. I can actually flex these, so these are going to be way better, especially once they loosen up and soften in a bit. So I think this is all progressing nicely. There's not a whole lot I can do until I get these low flux rods in. And Rod Dugmore, who went to South Australia and rode with me, he's an engineer by trade. So he's going to come around and put his magic touch on these stub axles for me, because the last thing I want to be doing is launching my axles down the road. Everything else is strong and welded and I have no problems with that at all, but the axles I need to have professionally done. The local engineers, if you were to weld it and you were serious, and I'm being serious right now, probably 5 or 10, oh no, it'd be 10 minutes each wheel, each axle would be all it would be. They want to charge me close on $300 to weld my 2 stub axles in, which I think is a little bit outrageous. So, me being a chef, Rod had a sheep the other day he wanted dressed, so I dressed it and cut it all up for him and packed it down, and now because he's an engineer, he's going to come around and weld these stub axles for me. The joys of bartering. Anyway, enough of my bullshit. I will let you be. If you like this sort of content, give us a like and thumbs up. And I'm so sorry I didn't get out and get that video right. I was riding almost down to Tambo Crossing, where all the floodwaters went through and stuff. It was a good ride, apart from an incident. I got hit in the face by something, I'm not sure what it was, and made my eye water. And I'm riding down the road, down through the twisty sections, down through the gap. If you've watched my previous videos, you'll know what the gap is. Riding down through the gap, one eye closed, sun in my face, trying to maneuver this bike because I was wearing glasses. I couldn't rub my eyes, couldn't do anything. And I had to ride all the way down through the gap to get to somewhere flat before I could pull over and wipe out what was ever in my eye. It was something gritty. But oh my God, when it hit me, it stung. I don't know if it was an insect or something, some tree nut or something, because it's so windy here at the moment. Today's beautiful, 22 degrees, fantastic. Tomorrow it's supposed to snow down to 800 meters. I live at 700 metres, so it'll be interesting. But the wind's starting to build up and it's gusty as all bugger. On the way back, I was riding through Cassilis and there were trees falling down, like branches falling off the trees and bits and pieces. It was a bit of a hairy ride, but it was good. It was nice to get back out on the bike. And it's been a while since I've recorded. I couldn't remember how to turn my centre headpiece on, so I didn't have any music or anything. And then I turned the camera on and I didn't push play. My centre's linked through it, so normally I'd be able to hear it, but it wasn't. So, interesting. Food for thought for next ride. But anyway, if you like this, thumbs up. And I'll say bye for now. Thanks for watching. Take care.